The holiday season is coming to a close, so let's talk about our mental health, y'all. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your man, Marcus. And as always, I am your digital pastor. And, we are in the last few days of the year. And, it's right after the Christmas holiday, right before New Year's. And it's during this time that a lot of people are kind of checked out mentally. And if you're blessed to be off work, you're really trying to figure out what day it is. You may not even... your faculties just kind of go out of the window. You forget what day it is. You forget what's going on. You forget what time it is. You forget a lot of things because you're checked out. And you deserve that time to be able to check out mentally and to be able to rest your mind a little bit. You've worked hard all year and you've been able to get to this point, and you should be able to enjoy a couple of days where you may not have all of your wits about you. But in terms of, checking out mentally, we also have to talk about the other side of that mental hurdle, that mental battle, and that's with our mental health. During the Christmas holiday and really starting at Thanksgiving and going all the way through the end of the year, we commonly call that entire time now, almost from November 1st through December 31st. A lot of people are calling the Christmas holiday these days. And during that time, a really big thing for a lot of people is mental health. I like to look at the holidays and the end of the year. It's almost kind of like your final exam. What have you been doing all year? And a lot of times, and this is not true for everybody, and this might not be fair to everybody's situation, but I know it's definitely been the case with me, and perhaps it's been the case with you as well, that once you get to the end of the year, it can almost be a microcosm of what your entire year has looked like. And the seeds that you were able to plant January through November, those seeds, either good seeds or bad seeds, are going to sprout up and manifest themselves and harvest during those last 2 months of the year. And so if you were able to do very good things, and you were able to make moves in your career, and you were able to study, and you were able to do the things that you need to do to further yourself, then you start to see the benefits of that at the end of the year. If you sowed good seeds from a relationship standpoint then, all year long, then by the time you get to the end of the year, those relationships and those friendships, those manifest themselves in the way that you all are able to get together during the holiday season, and you're able to enjoy the people around you. If you sow some bad seeds, then perhaps the holidays do not end up being exactly what you want them to be. And again, that's not true for everybody, but that can definitely be true for a lot of people. And so this is a very important time of the year where we assess mental health. And we also assess mental health because of, perhaps you lost a loved one or something like that during the holiday season in years past. I know that I lost my mom on December 31st, 2003. And so the holidays have kind of always been a little bit of a tricky time for me. Actually, this particular holiday has been the best holiday I've had in many, many years for a few different reasons, one of them being very obvious, but it's just a blessing to be where I am now, where I am in a good space mentally, but there have been some years where I have not been in a good space mentally. And so during this time where mental health can be an issue for a lot of people, I just want to reflect for a minute just on mental health as it regards to cybersecurity and it regards to our tech careers. And this was a video that I meant to do months ago. I am reminded of an episode of the Unsecurity Podcast, and that's the podcast that my company FRSecure produces. And on there, the president of the company, Oscar Minks, he was talking about indicators of compromise, and he was talking about that with respect to our mental health. And so indicators of compromise for those of us who are digital forensics people or incident responders, we're looking for indicators of compromise when we're doing investigations. We're looking to see if there is malware present in an environment. We're looking to see if there are any persistence mechanisms in someone's environment. Maybe we can see signs of brute forcing, or we can see signs of logins that have taken place that should not have taken place. People have been able to to steal someone's credits and to be able to get into their account from a country where they should not have been able to get into your account from. And so we're looking for these indicators of compromise, and based on those indicators and based on the information that we get from those indicators, we're able to make decisions about what we do in our investigations, and then we're able to make recommendations to our clients about what they need to do to secure their environments. And that's a very rough explanation of IOCs, of indicators of compromise. Definitely could go in much greater depth into that. But when we're talking about indicators of compromise with regard to our mental health, just as we're looking at IOCs in our environments and our tenants and things like that, when we're talking about IOCs with regard to our mental health, we have to look at what indicators of compromise are there in our hearts. What indicators of compromise are there in our minds? What are those indicators that our minds and that our hearts and that our spirits are compromised? What are those indicators that are letting us know that we are not in the best mental health? What are those indicators that are letting us know that perhaps we need to get some help? What are those indicators that indicate that perhaps we need to take a little bit of time off, or perhaps we need to go see somebody, or perhaps we might even need to have a talk with our managers and just kind of let them know what's going on, and let them know why we may not be able to be at our very best and be able to bring our best to our jobs at that particular time. And these are things that is very important for us to know. IOCs in an environment, when we're doing an investigation, they're very important to find those things in order for us to be able to make decisions, in order for us to be able to take the steps toward remediation. Being able to find IOCs in your life, in your heart, in your spirit, those are very important to be able to find out as well, and to be able to find them out as quickly as possible so that we can make the changes that we need to make. We can see who we need to see. We can get closer to God. We can get in our prayer closets. We can pray. We can fast. We can consecrate, and we can do the things that we need to do to enhance our lives so that we can move forward as quickly as possible and not let one season become a reality for us over multiple seasons. And then over multiple seasons, then that becomes our whole lives. And that's what we do not want to happen. And so I thought that was a very important conversation on IOCs, on mental health indicators of compromise. And again, that's something I'm gonna post here for you to be able to see that, for you to be able to go back and to listen to that podcast. And I'm also reminded of an interview that I saw from a man, Will Reed, great GRC professional, part of Team SC, the Simply Cyber community, and he has a podcast, and the name of it escapes me right now. And he was having a very similar conversation with a mental health professional, and just talking about some of the same things that I've been discussing with you for the last several minutes. And these were just two very good conversations about something that we do not talk about enough in the cybersecurity industry, in the tech industry, our mental health, and how we really need to get that in order, and in order for us to be able to show up as the professionals that we need to be in order to do our jobs effectively, in order for us to be able to show up as the people that we need to be, in order for us to be the people that God has called us to be. And then if we are the people God has called us to be, then we can be the professionals that God has called us to be. But we can't do that if our mental is not in order. And so I want you to go and listen to and or watch these two very important pieces of content as we are here at the end of 2024. And as you're consuming these pieces of content, you can go back and reflect on how your year has gone, how your mental health is right now, and to be able to think about the changes that you may need to make in your life in order for your mental health to improve, if it needs to improve, coming up in 2025. Because not only do we need you to be able to show up at your job and to be able to do what you need to do as a security professional, as an IT professional, but we need you on this earth. We need you on this earth. God has called you for a purpose. God has specifically designed you for something very special on this earth. And if you don't fulfill that, it's not going to get done. And so we need you here, and we need you at your best. And so I pray that this blesses you. I pray that you are able to go and, again, consume those pieces of content. And just know that I, here as your digital pastor, I'm here supporting you. I'm here praying for you. And I'm just praying that you are able to do what you need to do. And if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me. I call myself a digital pastor because I used to be an actual pastor. I used to be a senior pastor, and I've been a youth pastor, and I've done a lot of other things in ministry. I've been in ministry over 20 years, and in that time, I've had to talk to a lot of people about their mental health, and I've had to talk to people about my mental health as well. It's not always been the best. I'm in a very good place now, but that has not always been the case. And so just know that if you need to talk to somebody, you can talk to me. Just know that you have an advocate in me who's going to pay attention to you, who's going to hopefully be able to give you something that you can use in your life, and who's going to be able to pray for you and support you as well. And even if it's not me, I pray that you have somebody in your life, or you have somebody that you believe you can reach out to in order to get the support that you need. And so I know I've been going for quite a few minutes, but again, I just pray that this video blesses you, this time blesses you. And as you go into 2025, I just pray God's peace and prosperity for you in every area of your life. God bless, and I'll see you in 2025. Peace.